Hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we're going to analyze an interesting topic and you are going to be able to write some predictions for the future in your life. So I mentioned the topic, but try to guess what topic we are going to see today according to the image that you have here. Have you guessed? Very good. Today we're going to analyze predictions. And to be more specific, we're going to analyze the topic for forecast. And let's see our social practice of the language as recreational expressions and our communicative competence produce constructive forecasts for others. So at the end of this series of videos, you're going to be able to produce some forecasts about others. Our expected learnings review samples of simple forecasts, ask and answer questions, and write sentences that express future grade forecasts. And as I mentioned, our product will be forecasts about your classmates. In this case, you can produce forecasts about your classmates, your family, or some of your friends. So you're going to be able at the end of these videos to do that. And now, I mentioned that you have some classmates. I know that. And I also have classmates. But in some years, we don't know the future. But we can infer their future because we know them. We know some interests. We know some likes and dislikes. We know what they want. So you have your classmates, and they also want to be a future. And you also have to be a future. And then you don't know what is going to happen with them, but you can predict. You can't make some predictions about them because you know them. So today, in this series of videos, we're going to work in order to write the future. So first of all, we have to define what is a forecast. A forecast is a prediction or estimate of future events. So you don't know what is going to happen in 1 or 2 years, or even you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow or in a few hours. So this is a forecast because you don't know the future, but you can predict it, and you can't do an estimate thing of the future. So this is a forecast. And here we have some examples. This is an activity that we're going to do after starting with our text, and then after immersed in our topic for today. So here we have 4 professions. Here we have doctor, mechanic, vet, and also student. So these are some professions that we are going to face in our text. So don't forget these professions. The doctor, mechanic, vet, student. You can use them in a phrase. You can say, I'll be a doctor. Repeat, I'll be a doctor. And you can change that phrase with a word. I'll be a mechanic. I'll be a vet. And now I think you are a student. So you can use these words in a phrase if you want. And let's do our first activity, okay? Read the conversation and underline the sentence that are written in future. And here is our text. So here you have some minutes to finish with your reading. Okay? If you need more time, you can stop the video and then we can continue analyzing this topic. Okay. Now we are going to check your answers. And here we have the answers. Here we have some sentences that are written in future. In this case, here we have I will be a famous doctor. Maybe I'll invent new medicines. I think you will become a vet. I will become a professional video games player. You want to be able to get a job playing video games. I will try my best. I will be a mechanic. You will be a great mechanic. I'll call to you later. So the conversation here, as you can see, we had a conversation. So the conversation is about future events, correct? So now we can continue with our video, okay? So today we are going to analyze an interesting topic that I mentioned before. Today we're going to analyze the use of will. So do you know when do we use will? I'm going to give you a guess, okay? Look at the image and try to predict, or look at the image, what is the image, and then try to guess what is the topic that we are going to say today, and also guess what is the use of will in our daily life. Did you guess? Okay, now here we go to check it. We use will to make predictions. As I mentioned, we don't know the future exactly, but we can predict what is going to happen if we know some information about that. And today we're going to learn how to make sentences using will. And then you're going to be able to write sentences using will, but for forecast about your classmates. But after that, we have to practice with some grammar to understand and then to be able to write our own sentences for our classmates. So let's see our example. Okay, now here we have three sentences. I'm going to read it. He will he will buy a car. You will not win the lottery. Will I travel to Spain someday? So now try to guess which of these ones is affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Okay, it's really easy. Have you finished? Okay, can we check? The first one is positive, negative, interrogative. So as you can see, these sentences are written in future using will. Okay, next, here we have the same sentences while with some contractions. Another tip that I can give you is this is very important because when we're speaking English, we sometimes make contractions, and this is more natural in English. So you can say he will buy a car, but it sounds better if you say he'll buy a car. You want to win the lottery. Will I travel to Spain someday? The only thing that doesn't change is the question. But you have to be careful because if you want to speak or talk with another American friend, you can't make contractions, and it will be better to have a conversation with contractions. Instead of saying he will buy a car, you can say he'll buy a car. You want to win the lottery. Okay? So this is an important tip that you can use it. So we can infer that this is a rule. If we want to make affirmative sentences, we use subject, will plus verb. If we want to make negative sentences, subject, will not or won't that I mentioned. For me, it will be better if you write won't and plus the verb. And if you want to create questions, you have to will, subject, and the verb, okay, plus the interrogative sentence. Okay, here we have. So if you need more time to take notes, it will be okay, okay? Now it's your turn to practice with these activities. And will add will to each one of the sentences. Be careful because you have to write positive, negative, and interrogative sentences. This is an interesting exercise because you are going to write a lot, but then you are going to learn the rule, and then you're going to be able to write by yourself some sentences using will, and then you're going to be able to read forecasts for your classmates. Here we have. Here we have they call us. What you have to do is just add will in the positive, negative, and the interrogative form, okay? If you need more time, you can stop the video and then we can continue. Can we check? Okay, very good. Now here we have the exercise without answers, but we're going to answers, okay? The phrase positive. They will call us. They won't call us. Will they call us? Very good. The next one. My friends will help me. My friends will not help me, or my friends won't help me. Both of them are okay. Will my friends help me? Probably yes, probably no, we just know. Now, we will win the game. We want to win the game. Will we win the game? That's an interesting question. Okay, now we can continue. Here you have the answer. So let's check in. If you were incorrect, you can correct it. Don't worry. We are practicing using will, and then we're going to be able to write your own sentences. Now we have another activity. In the following activity, you have some predictions. Circle the mistakes and rewrite the correct sentence. When I grow up, I will to become the president of my country. Ebooks will replacing all printed books in the future. So let's remember the rule and let's remember how can we make sentences using will. And then circle the mistake. Can we check? Circle the mistake. This is a mistake. So we have to rewrite the correct sentences. Are you ready? When I grow up, I will become the president of my country. We don't use to. And the next one, ebooks will replace all printed books in the future. We don't use replacing or we don't use ing. We just use the verb, okay? In their form. So this is it for today, guys. Have a nice day. And this is a phrase that I want to share with you. It's a good day to have a great day. So see you in the next video, guys. Have a nice day. Bye bye.